Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Call of Cthulhu on the PC. And we are in Darkwater, which is a creepy little whaling fishing town that looks very ominous and has a shady past. And anyways, so we're playing as a private detective who likes to drink, named Edward Pierce. And we were sent here to look into, sort of a murder-suicide, I guess, by fire from this woman who made weird paintings, and then she torched her family and herself.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Yeah. Ooh, look at this. Spot hidden. Oh, I get a little symbols telling me there's something crazy, something hidden, something's afoot.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Oh. Okay. Ah. This part enables heavy loads to be lifted and held aloft without risk. I see. It's brilliant.
This ratchet device seems to be usable.
Okay, but that was not the hidden thing, or at least that's not it. Oh. A lever.
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Now we're cooking with grease.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Alright, let's climb.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Mount the handle. Mount that. And, is that not enough? Apparently that's not enough. Okay, so there's no jumping, I guess, so we're missing something. Let's take a look. No. No. Maybe it's outside still. Well, perhaps not. Okay, don't worry. We won't get stuck here. One way or another, we'll figure this out. I'm a detective. Sure you don't want to look in this box or anything? You want to do anything? He doesn't want to do anything with that. Shit. I don't know what I'm missing. But I'm definitely missing something, because that question mark is still there. So we know that for a fact. I would assume it's in one of these piles. But maybe I need to not be looking at the ground so much. It was pretty obvious with the other two. Ah. There we go.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Mount it. Turn it. Oh, strength.
Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
I am strong. I would hope so. I mean, I'm not really doing much work. Okay. Oh yeah, this looks good. This looks good. Oh yeah. Poisonous gases. Smoke.
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. I hope it's not toxic.
It sure seems toxic. And make sure you have your lighter out. So if there's any flammable gases or anything. Okay, so I might be dying. Okay, okay, there's nothing here. Oh God. Oh, it was just seaweed. Man, I'm cracking pretty fast here. Thought my sanity would hold out a little bit longer than that, but...
This is primitive.
Thank you, detective. Well, maybe I rolled really low on my my power score, so I just have a low starting sanity.
Ugh, this place stinks.
I'm sure the whole town doesn't
What is
smell
the
that great.
connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Reconstruction. Okay. We are reconstructing.
What happened here?
Somebody punched a mirror. That's what happened.
Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins? Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks.
Yeah, I bet.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
I can't answer these questions for you, man. Okay, that's it. God, it's bright. Character points. We have 4. We could level up our eloquence if we really want to talk to people. Or psychology. I say we wait and we get the final spot hidden and just be done with it. See everything. That's my vote.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Threaten him. That's great. Let's team up.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Oh,
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
alright. Garden of the Hawkins mansion. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation, as well as a partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. He looks like he's about to turn into a werewolf.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion.
Resident Evil.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Okay. What's he doing here? What? Okay. Why can't I pick anything? What the hell? I can't pick anything. What the hell just happened? Is there an alternate button? No. Okay, that's weird, right? That's got to be some sort of glitch, but I can't confirm anything, so I'm effectively stuck. Okay, let's try last checkpoint.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Oh, I got boatloads.
He's clearly not doing any gardening.
You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
No, I'm gonna keep pissing you off.
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Ooh, I can refuse him. What am I gonna pick? What am I gonna pick? Oh.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Although he's not armed. I guess that's kind of what I was hoping for. So I'm not really sure how much he can help me, but if I was in this situation, I'd probably want him with me. This is pretty spoopy.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined.
Hilltop house. Hill house. Uh-oh.
flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
Interesting.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial.
Poor kid.
What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? Steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Okay. See, now if this were the Call of Cthulhu tabletop game, this is where one of the players would piss on one of these graves. So that's the difference between tabletop and a video game. They also probably would have killed that cop by now. Okay. The Hawkins Manor.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Brilliant, detective.
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on dark water.
Okay, so I can appeal to his sen- Oh, I gotta choose quick.
So, little fish, swallowed our tongue.
I couldn't pick it.
Eat.
I couldn't
won't
pick
kill
things
me.
again. I don't know
Maybe
why that's a
not,
growing
but I'll
problem.
redo your face before I throw you out. So talk, and no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
Alright, I have to, like, look into this. That didn't happen once. Oh, here, other people are having, same issue. No one knows how to fix it. Fuck. That's not good. Okay, well, we have to... I mean, we really don't have a choice. We have to go back. I'm hoping that it's the quick save right when he threatened us. Not quite, but close enough.
This entrance is still in use. You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin.
Yeah, that's it, vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Alright. I really hope that mouse thing gets patched. That would be a pretty obnoxious problem to play through the whole game with.
This gate is locked.
See, I'm exploring. That's what I do. This is very Bloodborne fishing hamlet. Where's the moon? Oh, there's the moon. Okay.
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world. I know a thing or two about solitude myself. Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
You capitalize Spartan? What? Wait, what? What the fuck does it? Spartan? Doesn't it mean sparse? Rather Spartan. I've never heard that. That must be an old saying from the old days.
Bourbon. Empty, of course.
Oh yeah, he's a drinker and a fiend. But I'm gonna get in. Ha ha ha! Ho ho! What was the point of that? Do I see something that's important? Some real big clue? I don't think so. Maybe later I'll look through there and see him butchering somebody.
Beers. Shall we enter? Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Mansions of Madness.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Pierce and Officer Bradley explored the gardens of the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keeps watch on the place, armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley manage to calm him down, and finally get hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They enter the building looking for the scene of the fire.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
Am I at 5? Yeah, okay. Just everything in this world is green.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Oh my god. Oh, hold on. Let me reconstruct the scene. Somehow.
What kind of meat is this?
Yeah, that's a good question.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Okay. Or anything else important here? Well, there must be. I can't go back out of it. Oh, how did I miss that?
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Little shit.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Something happened at this table. Oh, brilliant.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family.
Except, you know, no father.
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Charles Hawkins poses like an explorer in front of exotic ruins. It is common knowledge that he wasted away his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for?
Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way. They seem happy, but Charles is already looking off into the future. His marriage just a stop along the way.
They seem happy. What about this looks happy? Neither one of them are smiling in their wedding photo.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Ooh, here we go. 6 points. Oh, baby. 100% spot hidden. That's not even possible in the tabletop game. You max out at 99. Because there's always a chance to fail. But no chance for us to fail. Ha ha.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? They had a fight. Why? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Asking the big questions.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? Did it stop at the time of the fire? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
These are questions. Maybe without answers.
Did someone escape the fire?
So bright.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
See how they didn't want to make Officer Bradley didn't appear in that cutscene because they didn't want to make two different versions. You know, because he could be here or he could not be here. So, it seems a little lazy, but okay. I don't want to piss him off, so we'll just say wasn't
I
an
firmly
accident.
believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
What is my theory? The couple had a fight, arson, or a crime of passion. I mean, that's sort of going along with the first one, but I guess this sounds like accidental. Crime of passion.
I suspect a crime of passion.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Okay, there's one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
Chief West. You let me deal with Chief West.
This door is locked.
History of medicine. Collection of medical knowledge and health practices in the 18th century actually only covers the so-called civilized countries. Does not deal with the influence of holistic medicines or medicines from continents considered inferior.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person.
Ooh.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor. A sea shanty.
Nice. The sea shanty.
This door is blocked from the outside.
There's something hidden. Somewhere. Somehow. I don't know if it's in this foyer or...
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
That sounds pretty valuable. Okay, well, it's not that way because the thing disappears, so we gotta keep looking. What if we... No, we can't go up here. Okay, we gotta find it. The spot hidden skill does not tell us everything. I think maybe it, like, changes depending on proximity? Possibly? Does it get more solid?
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
Is it under something? Do I gotta get real low? I'm just on the lookout for that little green dot. 'Cause that's usually all you need to see. Ah, oh, damn, that's hidden. Crowbar found in Hawkins Manor. Probably belongs to the caretaker Silas.
A crowbar. Could prove useful.
Oh, we got a crowbar. Smashing and grabbing.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
This green tint is just... Why is it here? Because Cthulhu is green? Is that why?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
Copy the novel Moby Dick by Herman
Melville's
Melville.
classic. The epic battle between man and whale.
Especially for family of ship owners.
Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure everybody in this town has read it. They probably don't even know how to read. They're deep ones.
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
Oh, it's like The Witch.
A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing about this painting.
Okay.
20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Ah, what a coincidence. Why is that, like, why is it all green? I don't know, I don't get it. I mean, clearly it's like a stylistic choice. Most games are not this green.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Dear Sir, as you know, I have always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she again terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to recur, believe me that, although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Wellard. She's scaring people. That officer even here anymore?
Locked.
Okay, we got the kids' room.
The boys' room.
Yep, that's pretty much what I said. Uh-oh,
The
look at
argument
this.
that led to their tragic end seems to have been simmering for some time.
Simon's private journal. He seemed... Journal. Where's the period? Huh? He seemed worried about his mother and her attacks. Tension also seems to be growing between the Hawkins couple. Could the fire be the result of an argument? Today with Mother we played in the garden, but she is still sad. I hate it when she is sad. Is she angry with Father? Is she angry with Father? Father scolded me. He shouted loud and wanted to spank me, but Mother did not want him to. He's always angry. Why? There are lots of strange things in his office. I just wanted to look at them. I built a castle for Mother and me. I told her to come and hide with me. She's always painting monsters. I don't like her monsters. I have bad dreams and they come into my bedroom and look at me. I cry and Mother shouts at me. And Father says that I must take tablets. They are not nice. I don't want to take them. Mother is screaming again. She cries a lot. Father is sad too and angry with Mother. I don't know why. She redacted, expunged, something. Mother is sad again. At lunch we ate in silence. It was strange. Father said, finish your dishes. We always eat the same thing. It looks like rotten fish and smells very bad. Why does he always want us to eat that? It's not very nice. If we have to eat it again tonight, I will throw my plate on the floor and smash it. Oh my god. He's trying to turn them into deep ones. It all leads back to that. Alright, let's reconstruct. I don't like how bright it is. Makes me sad.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
His father!
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Oh, but he sleeping pills.
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Okay, there we go.
What will her room reveal about her?
Ooh.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
They act as a depressant to the nervous system, but once you begin, you can never live without them. With that, I know something. So he takes them. Sarah Hawkins' sketches look more like a gallery of horrors than anatomical studies. Do they represent what haunts her nights? Ooh, occultism.
This padlock is too complicated for me.
I mean, wow, that's lockpicking. You saw, that's what it looks like right there. I think he gave up far too soon to decide it's too complicated for him, especially because there's no way that padlock is too complicated unless he's literally never used lockpicks before. But I can't imagine a padlock in the 1920s or whatever is. But here's the key. So what do we need lockpicks for?
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
But I got the key. How do you use the key? Okay, I guess I'm mistaken. There's also another spot hidden in here. Just don't know if it's on the ground or if it's on the ceiling or... Here we go.
A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller.
Riverside Institute. 75 milligrams of ammobarbital sodium to be taken every 4 to 6 hours is required. If attacks become too violent, add 25 milligrams of phenobarbital up to 3 times a day. Do not consume alcohol or any other medication during the period of treatment.
That's a massive dose. Was Sarah violent?
Okay, so hold on. Control, keyboard. Okay, well, there's a diary I can access, but maybe that'll tell me about this key I picked up. Here. Opens the door to Sarah Hawkins' office. I guess maybe that's not her office, that's her bedroom? But this is her bedroom.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
There's no way to, like, use it. So, I don't know what to say about that.
This door is locked.
Huh.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
I can't even, like...
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. The police officer just freaking disappeared. Here he is. He's just staring at it. What are you
If
doing?
you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects. Did you hear that?
Yeah? Well, maybe I can open some other door. Maybe this one? No. Oh, that's the office. With a nice big occult symbol on the floor. That's good.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
She was trying to call Cthulhu.
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
My very dear Sarah, ever since you left to bury yourself away on that lost island, your art has been attracting increasing numbers of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last ones, so somber and strange, moving as no other paintings have been, are selling at a premium price. Your percentage of those most recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend, who is the first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Affectionately yours, Maximilian L.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Damn, she was making bank. $1,600 in the 20s?
Seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Charles Hawkins scribbled a kind word to his wife. Fate brought us together, and forever it will bind us.
The door is blocked on the other side.
Yeah, that's the padlock, but it's a different key, and I couldn't pick it. That's kind of it. There ain't nothing else in here.
Bradley? Is that you?
Well, let's go find something spooky. Here we go.
Is anyone there?
Get after him.
Stop!
This is your run? What the? Are you geriatric? Come on. What the fuck? This guy's like 80 years old.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
Oh my god.
A man
Murder
was
this
hiding
dude.
on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
Dude, this guy is in on it. Kill him.
Cover you.
Okay, well,
This door was closed earlier.
Where did he go?
Okay. Wait, did I just gain 4 points? How? What? How do I... Here. Yeah, I have 5 points. Okay, well, I want one more. We want to boost up investigation, because picking locks is really important to me, so we want to get that to the best it can be. But, alright, I'm going to leave it off here, so we don't go over an hour. But, yeah, the plot is thickening, I suppose. I'm still waiting for this scene that you're looking at, where we get to see Cthulhu, which this scene would probably not look that cool in-game. It would probably be greener. But anyways, my name is Mangg. Gaming Watching has been Call of Cthulhu. And I'll see you fine folks in the next part.